Someone tried to copyright the Amazing Digital Circus here on Twitch and on YouTube that is not affiliated with Glitch in any way, shape, or form. I got a copyright strike on Twitch because they believe the info.scam email as opposed to, actually going through and verifying if it was Glitch staff or whatnot. So if you guys are coming through and you guys are noticing that on Twitch the VODs aren't available, just know it's because of that someone tried to take advantage of the system and tried to copyright strike me here and on YouTube, and it had nothing in relation to Glitch or any of the other areas as well. So I'm just highlighting this so that way I can cut it, put it in the beginning, and you guys know that we're currently dealing with some struggles with a little bit of like dealing with it, they're trying to claim like they're based out of New Delhi, India, trying to claim that like they're the ones that like this is their property and stuff, and it's like it's not. Hi, YouTube. Welcome on in. Hey, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys being here. You all are absolutely amazing. We're going to get started with the merch vid leading up to episode 7, which I'm kind of curious about. There's a couple things that have been on my mind, and it might not be a long stream tonight, or it might be broken up into 2 parts. Who knows? Who knows? But I guess there's a question asked earlier on stream, which is, who do I like the mindset more of? Kinger. Just straight up Kinger. Kinger is king for a reason, right? Like sane Kinger is the best way to put it. Yeah, Kinger's the GOAT, right? The absolute GOAT. And I think when we take this into contextualization, we have to contextualize it in this way, and I guess a couple ways. Number one, I don't go here, but Kinger, yeah, Kinger on stage, Kinger is the best, yeah. When we start looking at these characters, it all comes to being like, and it makes me wonder, do you think that Kinger was nerfed on purpose? Chat. Do you think that Kinger was nerfed on purpose? Do you think that Kinger's sanity is kind of slipping, or the whole aspect of him like having these moments of luminosity, these moments where he's able to go ahead and like, fully think and do everything, is Kinger too powerful? Or I guess the other question I have is, how much time has Kinger spent in the circus? And the 2 questions come into mind because like let's say that it's been multiple years, more years than what we think is possible. Like it's not just like 5 years, 10 years. Let's say it's like 20, 30, 40 years that maybe he's been a part of this circus. What does that do to a person's mind? And if that's the case, like where does it come and go, right? And even if that were the case, right, is development inside the circus of one's mental psyche the same as someone that's outside or not? I don't know. That's a real question, because ultimately, if let's say that we're in here, right, and there is no actual change that's happening on the outside, then a person's mental state wouldn't have like changed that much. A person's mental state would have been would stay consistent. Then therefore, there has to be something that is affecting him in this manner. I guess from what we know, chat, question, and you guys might help me out. Who was the first person in the circus? Who was the first person in the circus, chat? From what we know. Non-rhetorical. Well, probably Cain, right? So probably Cain. Kinger. What else? Who else, chat? Do you think that Kinger's wife was here before or after him? Because there's I'm sure it was Cain for probably a while, right? Because Cain, but then there's this time period here that's making me wonder who was in here. Then it's Kinger, according to you guys. Maybe Bubble? Maybe Bubble's in here? Wait, Do you think Bubble is before or after Kinger? Assumedly at the same time. All right, Kinger, his wife. Let's put her here. You guys think it's the same time as Kane? You think it's like Kane and Bubble? Or do you guys think it's Kane, then maybe Bubble and Kinger? Kane, Bubble, then Kinger. I've never seen Bubble without Kane. Okay, then after Kinger. Yeah, then after Kinger, who was next, chat? Who do you think is next? I from the conversation that we've been seeing and well, chat now pointing this out, right? The way that things have been going, how would knowing the exact timeline affect the character plot analysis? It affects things because there's a power dynamic happening, right? Made a Breaking Bad reference. Nobody but Zubo. Yeah. So the people have to come out beforehand, right? So I'm guessing. I'm guessing it would have to be something like Ragatha. And I guess comes into question: is is it Zubul or Gangle? Or is it Jax? Wait, where's Kaufmo in this? Where's Kaufmo in all of this? Is Kaufmo is Kaufmo here or is Kaufmo here? Where did Kaufmo come in? Or is it after? Or is it Kinger, Ragatha, Kaufmo, let's say Jax, Zuby / Gangle, and then Pomni? Yeah, we know that Pomni's last, but I think putting an order to some of this, and looking at some of the timeline as well as to like the communications and stuff that may be happening in here, brings up certain things. So they know Jax has the whole like the whole like, oh, the keys, right, from episode 2, and getting like the master of unlocking things is the Resident Evil reference, right, for Jill Valentine, which kind of pushes at least Jax past the what, like early 2000s. Then Jax makes a couple references as well, right? To like a show or something. I think it's Breaking Bad, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Uh, so there's that. So it pushes it even further, right? Looking for a way out. Yes, but again, that reference starts putting a timeline on things. It makes me I don't know. It makes me, yeah, Breaking Bad. Ooh. From what Ragatha said about Jackson last episode, I think Jax came after Ragatha. Y'all think that Jax and Ragatha were ever a thing? or there was there like more people, more friends, more individuals in here? I don't know. But I'm trying to conceptualize this because overall I'm trying to see like, how does this come into being, right? How did this come in, like, number one, the power dynamics that are in here. Number two, how long has Kane been running? And to what degree? I also find it really interesting that Bubble finds ways to get Kane to say the exact same sentence or exact words that they need, uh, time and time again, as though it's easier for them to like trigger that. Like, I don't know. It kind of feels as though Bubble is about to mess up Kane, by getting them to act that way. Some kind of bad experience with Jax in some capacity. Bubble is very weird. They're like very positive to saying something negative. Yeah. I highlight this because it's something that I've been thinking about. I'm like, how did everyone come in and what was the order that they came in? Because I think that also paints a story. And then also, who and what got abstracted? Because like, and in what order as well? I don't know. I guess comes into question, Unicorn. Did Kane create Bubble? That's the question that I've been thinking about as well, is did Kane create Bubble? That's where my mind is going into, and if so, why? Especially if it challenges him in many ways, shapes, or forms, right? I don't know. I just think it's a little weird. I just think it's a little weird, their relationship. I think their relationship's a little weird. And I think even more so the way that Bubble is for me, Bubble is starting to seem more and more like it's gonna be the downfall of Kane. That's the best way that I can put it. Yeah. Why would he create something that annoys him a lot? Anyway, with that being said, let's jump right into the merch video. Watch me merge with them. All right, let's do it.
Welcome to the Amazing Digital Circus Award
Oh.
Show charity auction. We are so nice to have y'all wonderful faces here today for this little nanny of ours. The award show.
They don't seem excited at all.
Have y'all wonderful faces here today for this little nanny of ours.
Is that? Wait. What? What? Wait, who's the person in the back? I love the Pomni on Pomni, but who's the person on the back, chat? I feel like I'm watching Tim and Eric. What? Is that you, Ed? That's a guy. That's a guy. That's the guy. Mass produced, just glitch staff. That's old Greg from down there. That's Gangle Jar. The Gangle Jar.
The award show ended up going over budget, would you believe? And we need to make back them lost trillion smackaroonies.
Wait, did money become a thing?
Pomni, look at me. Bubble. Yeah. What do we have first on the menu?
Yeah. Oh.
Bubble. Wait, is that me?
You bet your sweet sea biscuit it is. With this one-of-a-kind, I say one-of-a-kind keychain, you're sure to get head spinning with this dangling doofus. Now, shall we start the bidding at 1,000 loonies? Do I hear
1,000 loonies, chat. Do we have 1,000 loonies for this? I don't know.
1,000 loonies? How about 1,000 toonies? Sold to the ragdoll down front.
But I didn't. No refunds, pal.
Bubble, why you sound like a fool? Holy hot dog, Bubble, I'm seeing 4.
That's my cousin, Labub, the Allen's son.
Ah, la buble. La buble. La burbuja.
What do you mean there are 2? Am I hearing
La
2
buble.
bubbles to bubbles?
The Amazing Digital Circus.
I don't give a.
The Bubble Plush.
Wait, what?
Why not spice up your life with this little fella? He's squishy,
Oh.
soft, and with a tongue that's full of disease. How could anyone...
What if Bubble is a virus? Wait, your tongue is full of diseases? I know, it comes with the sensor. I'm crying. That's so fucking amazing. It is. It is. What'd that tongue do? Give you a bunch of diseases, apparently. According to Kane. I've seen this video.
Bubbles to bubbles.
The amazing digital circus.
I don't give a.
The bubble plush.
Wait, what?
Why not spice up your life with this little fella? He's squishy, soft, and with a tongue that's full of disease. How can anyone resist that? I'll say, how can anyone resist that? I got nothing. Nothing over here, nothing over there.
Oh, man, this is so lame. Hey, dental plan. I'd like to buy this bad boy if you're selling him.
Oh, you.
I had my Omni over here to protect me from him.
Why do you have to be
I like Evil Pomni though. I know, hey, dental plan. I actually like it. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. It just suddenly hit. Chat. What do we see here? Ignore the moon. Ignore the moon. Ignore the moon.
The amazing.
Oh, what the? I literally just pushed it in. Okay, good. Here we go. All the good characters, right? Awesome. Great. We're all in agreement here. What do we see here? Because there is no such thing as bad Gangle. There's orbsmen. We see the evil characters, right? We see the evil characters. Look at their teeth, right? Except for this Jax. I think this Jax actually might come over to our world. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I was looking at the plushies and then it kind of I kind of like my brain kind of went, wait a minute, the evil characters, majority of them have these like sharp teeth, right? And then you take a look at like the good characters, they all have got, yeah. And it's like Bubbles is the only character that yeah. Yeah, huh. Huh. I don't know if y'all have made that connection before, or if so, like, it just really popped out to me where I'm like, oh, okay. Compare them to the, huh. I don't know. Anyway, we'll continue.
What do you mean there are two? Am I hearing two bubbles to bubbles?
The amazing digital circus.
I don't give a.
The bubble plush.
Wait, what?
Why not spice up your life with this little fella? He's squishy, soft, and with a tongue that's full of disease. How can anyone resist that? I'll say, how can anyone resist that? I got nothing. Nothing over here, nothing over there.
Oh. Man, this is so lame. Hey, dental plan. I'd like to buy this bad boy if you're selling him.
Oh, you. I had my Omni over here to protect me from him.
Why do you have to
Oh,
be so stupid?
Please up.
what did Kane say? No, I want to hear it. Not Kane, Kinger. Yeah, what did Kinger say? Hold on. Is there a way that I can?
A machine.
Please up.
A machine.
How can we get this up and running? Hold on. How can we get this up and running? I'm the mama.
Hey, sup, losers?
A creation gone
Oh.
wrong or horribly right. The rare combination of stoner and fool, an absolute complete wrong or horribly right. The rare combination of stoner and fool, an a creation gone wrong or horribly right. The rare combination of stoner and fool.
Jax is a stoner? Wait a minute. The rare combination of stoner and fool. Like, what?
An absolute complete menace to themselves.
Who the is this guy?
Oh, God.
Come on. I just want to, like, not hurt you or anything. Now I don't see a name on it, so it's mine now.
Yoink.
This isn't working, Bubble. We need the model.
Oh, there's 3 bubbles now. Oh.
Now you and your.
Away with you, imposter! Show your dominance by wearing these I can fix him or I can make her worse shirts.
I can fix him. I can make her worse. Oh, no.
Featuring everyone's favorite mentally ill.
Honestly, decent strategy. Good way of thinking about it, right? Because everyone has this "I can fix it" mentality that I'm pretty sure that people absolutely went crazy about, right? I can make her worse. Which one are you? I will never say like fix him mentality, because it's like ultimately, unless we're in therapy, my job is not to fix people, you know. they sell these at Hot Topic. They do. You feel like you're both.
Duo!
Or if you're a Canadian freak,
Wait.
why not this comfy sweater with all your favorite on the back?
And why stop there? We're in mourning your abstracted friends on the worst body part God ever made. The ear. Kenya, you're a fascist. Would you like a new
Yep.
set of glamorous...
Well, Oh, this is exciting, isn't it? I'll buy your...
Disappearing guy just.
Or do you like to hardly work it? This one-of-a-kind, one-size-fits-all gaming mat is sure to spice up your hardly working. Do I... Hootenanny! Sold to the man without...
Hootenanny.
Wait, where'd Matt go?
No! You f***ing suck, man. Yeah, I'm pulling your IP address as we speak. Dick.
I'm on the verge of losing my mind, Bubble. How are we doing so far? How much did we make back?
Doing basic math, judging by all the items sold, I'd say we made a grand total of 0. The circus is saved!
Oh,
Stop. This is embarrassing.
Laugh out loud.
Oh boy, here come the demons!
What's that?
I don't know, but I love how it shakes.
yeah. And
Why does this look like they're trapped in there with Kane, and Kane is just torturing them? This looks kind of like they're trapped for all eternity in here with Kane. Like, you got that keychain? Oh, that's so funny. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, God.
I love how it shakes.
Yeah, and it looks like Kane too. I want one.
Yeah, me too. I can put that on my pencil case or my pants.
In your pants?
Go on and keep shaking.
Shake, shake, shake.
Go on and shake me. Go on and shake me. Go on and shake me.
Is this guy gonna be okay? Should we call an ambulance? This is bad.
Huh. Is Kane good? Oh. Oh, God. I love, and of course, the comments. The comments. Kinger, you're a fascist is the craziest lore drop to drop. Where is the anyone translate Kinger's thing? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing that. Ed DM. Oh, okay. We got it. We got it, chat. We got it.
Stupid.
Here we go.
The police up.
Sauce, you're in there. Oh, you're a
A machine. Yes.
high berry paw or cranberry sauce. Berry paw or cranberry. High berry paw or cranberry sauce.
Well, that was very important. We needed to know Kinger's. What are cranberry sauce? Yeah, what are cranberry sauce? Alrighty. Well, that was awesome. Thank you, Blique, for getting that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a ton. All right, here we go. All right, we're on to the next one. Y'all ready?
Sure are.
I buried Paul or cranberry sauce. All right, here we go. Up next.
Sure are. A lot of votes coming in
Oh,
so far. So many votes for everyone. This is sure best turnout we've had for votes in years. I mean,
oh, Cade.
we couldn't be more happy with the results so far.
Oh, oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. All right, here's the next one. Checks. There you go. The sneakers. Made Jacks available now. The squeaking. How long do you think that they... Because they already knew what to do. They already knew where... I know. That's awesome. That's great. He's a cringe K-pop stan that knows what. I wonder that too. He's surfing. His face says that he hates it, but his body says he's practiced this for a while. You know. Reminds me of like, in case y'all don't know, I think I still do have my pictures of y'all know that I teach martial arts and stuff. At least some of you guys do. And there was a period in time where there was these guys with insane toxic masculinity. Like they were afraid of anything that even seemed slightly, more feminine in any way, shape, or form, right? A mixed martial arts. So like I teach everything from judo, jiu-jitsu. I've learned a lot more of like karate and kickboxing. That's sort of my specialty areas. I'm not really that good with like, boxing in general, but kickboxing, kicking is one of my fortes, kicking and going to the ground. But anyway, so I have a family-owned martial arts studio where we teach martial arts and we go endlessly in on it, right? Because we do a lot of like upcoming amateur UFC fights to like get them up into the official, sphere for them to fight in. Anyway, I remember that like this one time there was a training, we had a lot of new individuals come on through, a lot of individuals that were in the military that were very adverse to individuals that seemed slightly feminine that were practicing. And I remember it was, one of those times where it's like, hey, come dressed however you guys want. Like, we're doing like this dress as you will type thing for this martial arts, for sparring, for whatnot. I went in a full maid outfit. I'm like, you guys keep shitting and keep being horrible with individuals that even show slightly bit of femininity. I'm like, I'm gonna wear a full maid outfit. I'm gonna be out here, and it's like, all right, let's see if you can keep this up. Needless to say, it really did teach them a lesson. Like exactly, housekeeping. That like number one, it doesn't matter what people wear or how they dress or whatever that may be. That ultimately you just have to be respectful of one another. Yeah, I'm like, I don't care. I think I still have it, right? I did, because we were still sparring in it. I was about to say, I know it's up in the Discord somewhere. But yes, it was a fun time. It was a fun. That's why I'm like, whenever I see like anyone, males, whatnot, in maid outfits, I'm like, oh, cool. It doesn't necessarily mean anything, in that regard. It could just be that they're enjoying it. It is what it is.
I have something to tell you.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Loses balance. You think there's a reason for that? Hold on. Well, I mean, the music stopping is number one, but also
I have something to tell you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I've heard things have been hard on you recently, which is why I wanted to come and say, give up.
Don't listen to him, okay?
Don't do anything at all.
Just don't take what he says seriously.
You fail at everything else anyway, so why bother?
Damn!
He just does this kind of thing,
Damn!
It's difficult.
Instead of wasting your time trying to achieve something that's only going to backfire on you, like it always does, just stop trying now and give up.
You just do what is right, Be the best you can be. And try to live life to its fullest,
Believe me, you'll be thanking me later.
Believe me, you'll be thanking me later.
Oh, and by the way, I hate you. Sweet dreams.
Well, anti-hope core is not what despair core is not what I thought I'd see in today's episode of the Amazing Digital Circus. Such beautiful words from Jax. Such beautiful words from Jax, chat. Wow. I know, such beautiful words, such a confident tone. You matter, you don't give up. But also, please don't give up, chat. There's so many awesome and beautiful things to still experience out there. Don't give up, please. Like, there are mental health professionals in your area that are available and open to helping you out. Please know that, there is help out there and there is support out there. Please, seek out help before it gets too bad. You're not going to be a burden to anyone. Trust me. Mental health professionals, we're there to help you out, It can sometimes, just depends. Anyway, with that being said, are y'all ready? I just saw the title. I just saw the title for episode 7. We have a beach episode? Wait. We have a beach episode? Oh god. I guess Gooseworks is a fan of the fan service of the anime trope here. All right, everyone. It looks like there's about to be ads for a couple minutes here. I'm going to take a quick little break as well. Go grab a drink. Go grab a snack. And we'll be right back when you guys are back. Mods, let me know whenever you guys are done with the ads. There's a beach episode. It has a baseball and a beach episode. That's crazy. Hey, this is the official start for the video, the beach episode title, which still I'm kind of amazed by. What? What is the best way for me to put it? A beach episode. What are we getting with this? Actually, 2 questions. I always say, like, let's start off the episode. And I'm like, wait a minute. How long until Kane cracks? That's my thing. Is that going to be the ending? Like, slowly watching Crane, like, crack episode 9? It's just absolute chaos. And, you know, maybe Kane just is starting to get fed up with these individuals and what's happening. Kane. I have cookie in my mouth. Crane cracks. Has he already cracked, you know? That's the real question, right? Ultimately, are we gonna see Kane slowly start to crack to the to the way and shape or form that, like, maybe they don't feel like they are enough, right? And maybe this is why they need this validation or the system of, like, missions and adventures and all of these things. Honestly, it kind of makes me wonder if this was opened up, like, towards everyone, towards a lot of people, you know. Let's imagine that, like, this was standardized, or this was, like, not standardized, but, like, globalized. Do you think that Kane would have been happy with, like, hundreds of people, different people coming through and exiting day in, day out, to do a different mission or adventure that maybe he had prepared for them? I think maybe that would have given him a little bit more satisfaction than the individuals that may just be trapped here with him, you know, who ultimately start to garner more of a, yeah, what if the circus was connected to the internet? Exactly. That's sort of the main thing. Is like, what if the circus was connected to the internet? Or what if that is the escape? Like, what if that is the end all be all in some capacity, you know? Where all of a sudden, you know, maybe at the end here, maybe the only person that maybe escapes the digital circus is not really an escape. It's just being brought towards the modern age. Ooh. Wouldn't that be something altogether? It's just social media. There's a lot of questions to take in, you know. But even from that, like, do you trust everyone in the circus? Do you trust that everyone in the circus, aside from the set individuals that we've known so far, are NPCs? Or are there more to it than that? What if one of the player characters in the circus is an NPC? And if so, who do you think that would be? It makes me wonder. Like, for me, is Pomni even human? Do you think Kinger might be an NPC? What about Jax, right? Are any of them human, right? In any capacity? What makes you human at the end of the day? Yeah. There's a lot to take in. There's a lot to go in. What constitutes as human? Yeah. Like, who would be abnormal in this? You know. Anyway. Oh my God, there's ads. Why? All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Let's do it.
the adventure over already?
Oh no.
Oh, the adventure hasn't even started yet.
Oh, well, don't be a narc. Find your own hiding spot.
It's not that, it's just that we haven't even seen Kane at all today. Plus, Gangle was looking for you. Hi, Zooble.
Oh. Okay, if I have to do a ship here, I think it's gonna be Gangle X Zooble. Like, oh, that is so adorable. I love them so much. I adore them so much. They're so cute. Ab's tragedy, precious Gangle moment. Oh, it is. Yeah, yeah. They're so cute. They're so cute.
Wait, what's this?
Hello, my little rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Let me guess, he's actually reading this. He was waiting for them to pick this up, and he's probably behind them just saying this out loud. Ain't no way. Today, I've decided to go to the store to get essential ingredients for my signature milk and cigarette casserole. What the fuck? I hope you can handle yourselves until I get back.
Wait, what's this?
Hello, my little rubber baby buggy bumpers. Today, I've decided to go to the store to get essential ingredients for my signature milk and cigarette casserole. I hope you can handle yourselves until I get back.
I had a feeling. I had a fucking feeling. Yeah, no way he would just like go for milk. He memorized the script. Petition for Ed to stop wizarding. No. Honestly. It's a trap. Hold on. Let me guess, right? Oh, I'm going out for milk. I'm going out for my cigarette casserole. Which is meant to get your guard down. Because Kane can't stop himself from trying to get attention or trying to feel needed or cared for. Is Kane trying to lower their guard by either offering this beach episode, but it really is more of a trap than anything else? That's where my mind goes in, is Kane is not an individual that would just let you do what you want to do. You have to do what he wants to do. Actually, how high do you think that Kane... A trap for what? For an adventure, of course! How high do you think that Kane would score on the Rad Czar Cat's Q test, everyone? Like, if you were to do a spectrum test, an autism test, how... Should we quickly do one at the end of this episode and see sort of what you would rank? But I'm going to need y'all help. I'm going to need all of your guys' help. And we'll do Kane's Rad Czar and Cat's Q test and make it, you know, what a diagnosis a professional psychologist would diagnose, you know, in that regard. Yeah, there's a lot of tests for narcissism and stuff out there, you know. Anyway, all right, let's continue. If I have time, that is.
Well, this was fun while it lasted.
So, what's the adventure today?
Oh, I don't have an adventure for you today, so you can do whatever you feel like.
Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. For him not to have an adventure for them, for me, this immediately feels like a plot. This feels like, because Kane is someone that even if the adventure is garbage, he's going to push this onto you because, again, he wants to feel needed. And the fact that it's getting to this point for me is pushing more along the lines of, like, why is he allowing their guard to get down? And then when's the surprise going to come through, you know?
All right, sounds fine to me.
You should ask me for suggestions on what to do instead.
No.
What should we do instead?
Oh,
Gangle.
no.
Sorry.
Great question, Gangle. For an answer, let me consult the Chinese room.
Okay, had a bit prepared.
Wait, what?
Okay, why Chinese? Does this actually mean anything?
It's a mystery what's behind that door, but I believe it's a fluent Chinese speaker who will give me advice.
I have my own Chinese room, you know, and sometimes I'll pass unquestioned her advice over to Blique, And then Blique will send back a little message through DMs. I love Blique. Sorry, I just have to. Fucking Blique. Oh no, it's more of an allegory. I've always wondered what those say. Wait, does that say the Blique is Chinese confirmed? The Blique box. Yes, it's very much true, you know? This is a joke about the Chinese room thought experience, debating it. Yo, it's Adrian. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Absolute goat.
Door, but I believe it's a fluent Chinese speaker who will give me advice.
I mean, I was talking about like two things. Hold on. I like how my mods instantly jumped through and like they're shitting on me instantly. That's how you know I love them. The first thing I wanted to touch on though is this: how can Kane not know who's behind it? But that's unrelated. Oh no, Blique. How can Kane not know who's behind the room? If Kane knows... Suck at drawing. I know it doesn't look like a butterfly, but the butterflies, what do they mean, chat? It's all clicking here. Hold on. I know. It's stick figures. I suck at drawing, Blique. Executing chat. I'm looking at this. Sorry. It's just something clicked in me. We're going back. I'm sorry. We're going back. Something clicked. Something hard. Something hard clicked. And I gotta show you my thought process here.
And you... You're so lame.
Heart, this isn't fair.
Huh? Oh, I got just the thing. Here, take this.
Well, wait. What did you just do? What was that?
It's a butterfly. It can restore your health.
Did Kane mention that?
Oh, nah. I made it up.
So if you can make things up like this, they can appear, then clearly it means that you have the ability to be able to go out and do this sort of thing, right? Like you have the capability to bring stuff into existence.
God, where's Kane?
Here's my question for you. Did Pomni bring, because Pomni was trying to find an exit all in episode 1. Did Pomni make this exit? She wanted to escape the whole time, so she's been thinking about it. That's just a thought that came to mind, you know, because all of that and then the wacky time watch and everything that comes through is Then why couldn't Kaufmo have made one? Well, did he know that you could imagine it and it come through and you can think about it? Kaufmo was talking about it before she got there. I thought, if she didn't claim, could be he's covering it up. Does Kane know about it then? Well, I mean, if it's unfinished, it's like, well, what do you think there is? What if the void is because there is no exit? This is their mindset as to maybe how they encountered or came into this world, right? In some capacity. But what if the void is just to showcase that there is no exit? What if the void really is them just going up, you know, and maybe they escape into the void and it's really a spoiler because they end up hitting the screen wall of the monitor? Or something. I don't know. My mind's just going crazy because after seeing like after seeing that, for some reason it's all just clicking as to like how much control imagination may have in this world. Actually, sorry, I took us through a weird trip. It might not have anything to do with anything. That's what I'm saying here. I apologize in advance. Anyway, saw the same door, but no. Yeah. 100% Andrew, man. What if Al Kaufman saw the same door but no one believed him? Anyway, let's keep going.
Can I just ask why? Like, what even is...
Shut! You're only making the joke take longer.
What does it say?
I don't know. I don't understand Chinese.
Wait, Blique, what does it say? Shut me?
What does it say?
I don't know. I don't understand. Shut! You're only making the joke take longer.
No.
What does it say?
I don't know. I don't understand Chinese.
Hilarious.
I don't know. Why don't you guys hang out at the digital lake? These locations have just kind of been there this whole time. Not sure why you never visit them.
You should throw a freaking beach party.
Whoa.
Visit them.
You should throw a
Whoa.
freaking beach party.
Good boy.
Oh, that could be fun.
Plus, there are some fun NPCs out there that none of you have even interacted with yet.
I'm guessing they're not intelligent ones.
They most certainly are not. Now, go have fun.
This may be the...
Oh God, why do I get ads? Ah! Hold on, I'm gonna turn on my ad blocker here. Oh hell yeah.
Never visit them.
You should throw...
He's not censored. He's just fixing it. So I know this episode's already abstracting. So there's something in here, right, that I want to highlight with this, which is number one. Why bring up a room if it's not going to be useful? Like, this is so unlike, like, I don't know. I feel like he's straight up leading us into it, and he's leaving it in their minds, right? I.e., this is what I really want you to go ahead and do. Yeah, go have fun. Go do whatever you got to do, but you're going to come back to this, right?
Freaking beach party.
Good boy.
And then just disappearing like that? That's...
Plus, there are some fun NPCs out there that none of you have even interacted with yet.
I'm guessing they're
Good
not
boy.
intelligent ones.
They most certainly are not. Now, go have fun.
Wow, what a good day! Wow!
Wow!
Alright, so who wants to try Kane's magical changing booth first?
I guess I'll give it a go.
Aww.
You look mediocre. If you ever need a sunburn, give me a call.
Pawnee looks adorable. How dare you? You don't need to roast them. You don't need to roast them, son. Pawnee looks absolutely adorable. She's in a palmkini. You know, like, I think Pawnee got burned by the sun.
I don't want a sunburn.
Should have thought of that before I decided I hate you.
Don't interact with the sun. She's just like that.
Oh, look at Gangle! She's so adorable. Gangle is so cute. Gangle is very kawaii. You know, I love Gangle's sundress. Yes, sundresses are great. They're wonderful. Gangle's adorable. Kinger? Oh God, Kinger!
Gangle, wait.
Isn't like breaking watermelon on a beach like a very like anime stuff? Like, or like, I think I've seen that in a lot of, yeah, just like in one of my Japanese anime. Yeah, exactly. It's a Japanese summer thing.
I'll get it.
Hey there. If
Oh,
you want
God.
to my sunken treasure chest, you'll have to try better than that.
Oh God. Hey there. Here's a little bit of a jump scare.
So, I was just talking with my brother here, and yeah, you are definitely not getting our sunken treasure chest. Definitely not.
Do I even want your treasure chest? It's not like there's anything to spend money on.
I'm the one that tells lies.
Just randomly, I'm the one that tells lies. Oh no.
Dude,
you ruined it.
Is that your treasure?
Dude, no, they took everything. That was my entire life savings, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. That was everything.
Dude.
Oh
God. Oh no. Dude, that's so upsetting, dude. That voice, man.
Did you find it?
Nah, somebody plundered it before I could.
What?
Oh, wait, you're right.
What was that for?
Oh, let me think. There's that time you ran me over with a steamroller, the time you pushed Gangle into a pool of piranhas, when you set me on fire, mailed me a pipe bomb, threw me into an active volcano.
Ooh.
I could go on.
Aren't you supposed to be miserable about your ability to choose your own body or something?
Aren't you supposed to be causing trouble for everyone?
In a big way, even though this might seem cruel, I think this is her attempt to, like, you know, their attempt to throw out a rope, if you really think about it. Like, Zubo is really, like, throwing out a rope here and just checking in. Even though you might not like one another, you know, and even though you might have a form of disconnect with one another, right? Like, if you've been around someone, they're not acting the same that they would, you know, you still try and connect, and you still try and extend an olive branch, or you try and go ahead and extend a piece of a rope to be like, hey, what's going on? You're not being your usual self, you know?
Been starting to think that maybe the ability to change is fine. Not needing to commit to one thing all the time.
How about that?
And if I do still have problems, I talk about them with the people I trust.
Good thing I don't have any
I talk
The
about them
instant
with
mask.
the people I trust.
And we're back to our regularly scheduled program here of wearing this mask because it's easier than having to actually deal with their own issues, you know. But the thing is, this mask comes cracking down harder and harder every time. And it's making me wonder, at what point in time is this going to crack to the point where he can no longer handle it? To the point where the panic attack is so big that it not only impacts him, but it impacts everyone else. Because ultimately, you're just storing all of these negative emotions, all this anxiety, all of these feelings in a bottle that you keep shoving and shoving all these core experiences and memories into, that just keeps getting filled up to a point where it can no longer sustain itself. So maybe you do end up, like, this mask does end up slipping, and maybe it ends up affecting more people than yourself just because you think that you're protecting others by wearing this mask, you know? And maybe that's one of the big things that whenever I look at Jackson, I think about, you know, the phrase, oh, well, you know, sometimes, like, you know, a smile for 8 hours of work rate. Sometimes an egg has to crack when it comes to this. In psychology, we also have a similar saying, right? Which is ultimately you have to bring down your mask to connect with people. And that's the end all meaning. If you're not able, like, ultimately, if you're wearing a mask all the time, then what is a real you? And what ends up happening? You can't change, you can't evolve if you're not able to be vulnerable, if you're not able to go ahead and allow others the opportunity to connect with you, even in moments where you might get hurt, even in moments where you might not necessarily be able to go ahead and have the ability to showcase all of your strengths, but sometimes be able to showcase that you do have weaknesses, that people can connect with you on the fact that you do have anxiety, that you're not perfect, that you do struggle with everyday things, and the fact that, like, hey, maybe you get anxious out of, like, seeing corn or seeing little things. Guess what? That makes us human, and we can all connect on that. And you don't have to play the perfect role, or the role of maybe, you know, the individual that, like, just has no issues, because ultimately we all do. And even with that comes in the major element of, like, yeah, you might have been hurt. Yeah, you know what? Maybe some of your friends in the past or people that you cared about, maybe they've all gone away, and maybe this is why you've learned to put on this mask, because it hurts less than connecting with others and seeing them go. But you need to go ahead and understand that there are other people in this as well. And ultimately, if you don't lower down your guard, you're never going to be able to start that process of self-growth. Which, by the way, people were like, I saw a comment somewhere in the video talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and that they're not, they're like, it is pseudoscience. Are you kidding me, dude? I just got to highlight this real quick, especially because I highlighted it on Friday. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, nursing and Maslow's hierarchy of needs. These are all peer-reviewed studies linking individual satisfactions with each one of these. Reframing Maslow's hierarchy of needs, comprehensively consider all trainees. They're all peer-reviewed studies by the National Institute of Health. 2024, achieving outcomes, nursing, psychology, during COVID. Let's keep going. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, all over the place, right? All the way down to 1983. 2024, achieving different outcomes, problem-based focus, mental health recovery. What I'm getting at is, ultimately, for Maslow's hierarchy of needs, is you're not gonna, like, some people automatically have certain items checked, right? I always call my ace people that have superpowers automatically having that sex base need met, right? That doesn't mean that you don't have other areas on top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs met. It just means that, you know what, sometimes, especially if you're looking at this through a psychological or sociological lens, how do you help a person, right, if their base needs aren't fully stabilized, right? I.e., if a person's saying, oh, well, I really want to, you know, I really want to go ahead and you know, better my self-esteem, and, you know, have great amount of friends and have a lot of friends, but you're like, hey, you don't even have a place to sleep, you don't even have food for the rest of the day. Where do you focus on, and what are the areas that, like, as an individual, maybe we should try and go ahead and stabilize as we keep growing up, you know? I highlight this because you can have different areas already pre-met. Like, you could have a family, you can have sexual intimacy, connection, so on and so forth. But if you're at the bottom, your biggest need is like, hey, I'm struggling with employment. Guess what? That's probably an area that we can focus on, you know? Exactly. Anyway.
Good thing I don't have any problems then.
Where are you going?
Anywhere you losers won't yap my ear off.
Everything through his teeth, yes.
The shrimp NPC.
Oh, has the shrimp NPC just? Oh no! Oh no! Also, what?
the return of...
Oh God, I have no ads. What is going on? What ad block am I using? A couple. Here we go. There we go. I put on multiple. I know they're brutal today.
Hello there! How's the shrimp NPC?
Why does this feel like a trap? As the Ed NPC, why does this feel like a trap? What do you mean that they're only popping up cornerly like this? After Jax has passed through, specifically for only you to be able to go ahead and recognize it. Yeah, as a viewer NPC. Actually, if you guys are lurking or viewing, and anyone that's out there, if y'all could drop an emote, because unfortunately Twitch will stop counting you as a viewer if there is no interaction, like even a small emote happening in chat from time to time. Trust me, in case y'all don't know, I guess I'll bring this up here as well, and I'll try and put this at the beginning of the video. Someone... Yeah, I guess I'll put this in the beginning of the video and then I'll leave it here. Someone tried to copyright the Amazing Digital Circus here on Twitch and on YouTube that is not affiliated with Glitch in any way, shape, or form. I got a copyright strike on Twitch because they believe the info.scam email as opposed to, you know, actually going through and verifying if it was Glitch staff or whatnot. So if you guys are coming through and you guys are noticing that on Twitch the VODs aren't available, just know it's because of that someone tried to take advantage of the system and tried to copyright strike me here and on YouTube, and it had nothing in relation to Glitch or any of the other areas as well. So I'm just highlighting this so that way I can cut it, put it in the beginning, and you guys know that we're currently dealing with some struggles with a little bit of like dealing with it, you know. They're trying to claim like they're based out of New Delhi, India, trying to claim that like they're the ones that like this is their property and stuff, and it's like it's not anyway. Thank you all. Everyone that dropped an email. Appreciate it. Ooh. Ooh. So Jax did have friends. He was friends with Kaufmo and with whoever this frog person is, right? Ooh. So all the pics are probably turned around because they now bring memories of pain, right? Not anymore. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. What is this? The creation of man reference. Looks like he's on a DMT trip, you know? This looks like he's on a no way. There's no way for me to go back. By the night he's geeked. Yeah, this looks like a DMT trip. Like this absolutely looks like a wild trip. You've had dissociative episodes that felt like this. Is he close to a psyche break? It's making me wonder if maybe dreaming, this is what they do whenever they dream, is they get kind of tripped out like this and it's not really resting. But yet it's like, you know, because something must have started because of this in some capacity, you know. Like one of the big thoughts with this is aspects of derealization, you know, along with hallucination / we can go endlessly about this, right? Can't wait for this. Yeah, because we've noticed that horror is a big theme, you know. He seems tired, but the main reason, yeah, didn't look like this. But for every individual, it might look different, i.e. derealization or depersonalization looks different for every individual out there, you know. It's looking very abstract. Yeah. Yeah. He looks tired. And take a look at it. It's Kaufmo, right? It's the frog person. And it's him. Is this his own little happy place? It's his friends. It's his friends. Could you imagine what if he is abstracting, or he's slowly starting to abstract, and this is the process? It's just an internal piece, you know, going into the, yeah, all your friends are here. Oh God, what if this is like, oh God. A reprieve of endless torment. Yeah. Is this the call of the void? It does, Roller. All of your friends are here. What I find interesting as well is that he's just completely naked, i.e. completely vulnerable, if you really think about it, right? The way that Jax is being presented on here is as though he's just taking everything in, all these changes and whatnot. And what does this come through, right? Ultimately, yeah, it's showcasing vulnerability, and then it's showcasing their friends as well. It's just him laid bare. Yeah. And ultimately leading into this, yeah, being stripped down to his core. I love imagery like this. It's relaxing and unsettling, yeah. And he's just at peace, you know, like this is one of those moments where he's finally just okay, you know. Ooh. I guess the question that I have for y'all is, yeah, because he does have some abstraction eyes. Was he on the verge of abstracting? Bro. Yeah. Was he on the verge of abstracting? And was this his brain just slowly starting to play everything out for him? You know, i.e., welcome, join us, you know, him being laid bare, being vulnerable. Yeah, yeah. Never realized it was red and blue. I always thought it was. Can't see it as anything else. His mind was literally dying right there and then. Well, it's a big aspect of personality, right? Like, was it longing for friends that really pushed him over the edge? Right. Like everything, all the stress. We've seen that like his anxiety, his anxiety has been getting worse and worse, and he's been getting panic attacks, and you know, he's been getting a lot of different like areas where it's challenging him as an individual and ultimately pushing him over the edge, you know. Bro, we almost lost him. Yeah, that's ooh. Ooh. His heart's beating fast. Yeah. And look at his room, right? Look at his room, chat. Remember, everyone's room from what we've seen so far is made in a way that's kind of torturous. If you really think about it, right? It's childish, right? It looks like a little girl's room. It's very feminine. In the same way that Zubal's room has mirrors, right? In order to go ahead and you know, point. So, yeah, it's so feminine for someone so masculine. And that's a big thing about vulnerability. It's at the end of the day, right? It's yeah, Jax needs happy stuff because he's unhappy. Could be, and then I could see that being like Pomni is way too big for her. Yep, being seen as weak. Yep, yeah, not wanting to show his soft side. Exactly. All of this stuff, you know.
Way to interrupt my nap.
Can we talk?
Your what?
Yeah. He's not actually an NPC.
What?
He's a human. Like
Did
us.
Pomni just save his life?
Your what?
Yeah.
Way to interrupt my nap.
Literally just saved you from abstracting. Literally just saved you from abstracting.
Can we talk?
Your what?
Yeah. He's not actually an
Oh, and he has a tail. Oh.
NPC. He's a human. Like us.
Yes, I know. Getting stuck with a blank mannequin body of all things. Kane completely overlooked me. But because of this, I was able to, well... Oh, getting stuck with a blank mannequin body of all things. Yes, I know.
But it says NPC.
He's a human. Like us.
Yes.
But the subtitle says he's an NPC.
I know. Getting stuck with a blank mannequin body of all things. Kane completely overlooked me.
And also, Kane overlooking someone that would come through and not be a part of his adventures. That's weird. You coming out from Kane not wanting to have an adventure and that's weird.
But because of this, I was able to, well, I think I found the way to leave.
This has to be Kane. Ain't no way. This has to be Kane. Ain't no way. Over dramatic? Well, I think I found a way to leave. You know, it almost
Leave. Yes, the way to leave the circus and get back to the real world.
Yes, but please keep it discreet.
Okay.
If Kane catches on, I doubt he'll ever let us get this far again.
That's why we came to you. We thought you might have a key to the Chinese room.
The Chinese room?
Yes, we're gonna need a place to talk without Kane listening in on us. I have a working theory that Kane will commit to a bit no matter what.
You don't say. Interesting. Interesting.
And if the bit is to not know what's in the Chinese room, he'll stick to it.
I guess I'll check. These are all the keys I have where I don't know what they go to.
Don't you want to come with us? This could be our one chance to finally leave all this behind.
Sure, yeah, no.
Sure, why not?
Where even is Kane? He might be suspicious of us even being here.
He's probably in his office, planning adventures.
How do we even know we can trust this guy?
Yeah, he's going right back into it. Well, that's the thing is, like, number one, a sign to look out for is whenever someone gives away possessions or anything like that, stuff that's supposed to be pertinent to them and they're starting to give it out, that's a red flag. Please be aware of that.
Has he done anything to prove he's human?
I've been here longer than any of you. I, helped create this place.
Where's Kinger? Chat, where's Kinger? What do you mean that you've been here longer than all of them? And you helped create this place? Then let's verify this. Let's verify this. Where's Kinger? Super simple. If this he's always in a. Where is Kinger? Yeah, exactly. If you've been here longer than Kinger, then why haven't you shown yourself to Kinger?
I'll explain more when we're in the room, but for now, please just trust me. You will not regret it.
Am I doing this wrong? None of these even fit in the keyhole.
Has anybody even tried just...
Oh, thank God.
It was open.
These even fit in the keyhole.
Has anybody even tried just...
Oh, thank God.
The Chinese dictionary.
Keyhole.
Has anybody even tried just...
Artificial Chinese dictionary. CNA. Oh. Oh, that's me when Ed asks what's a Chinese. Oh no. It is Blique. It is Blique. Oh no. Oh God. Hold on.
Oh, thank God.
That face! That face! Oh my goodness, Pomni. That face! Oh.
Okay, well, it's open. Let's just get inside before Kane sees us.
I'll go get Kinger.
We can fill him in later.
Why not now? What do you mean? We can fill him in later. Dude, that's hella sus. That is hella sus. What do you mean we can fill him in later? That's so many red flags. Well, yeah, why so? Yeah, exactly.
I don't really know if I'm ready to face him again after what happened.
You think King? Whoa! You think Kinger remembers anything? Hold on.
We've both done things we're not proud of.
I don't like this guy. I don't think this guy is telling the truth in any capacity. The fact that you're excluding Kinger in any regard already, for me, showcases a lot of red flags. Like,
All right. Convince me.
I'm one of the original programmers of the Digital Circus. I was part of a team of experts employed by C&A to bring this place to life. Kinger was one of my co-workers, back when he was still...
You really think Kinger worked with him?
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
I can see it.
Kinger worked with him?
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
now this is weird. Where do you hide then, in order for Kane not to be able to detect you or poof you back? And even past that, like, why are you getting everyone involved in this? If you were one of Kinger's co-workers, why haven't you presented yourself back to him in any capacity? Even from this, the fact that, like, you reaffirm, or you already know how to get them to trust you because you act clumsily. This is, this is hitting everything for me, because for me it's the moment that they really start questioning it. He does something clumsily in an effort to try and gain their trust. Oh yeah, he's clumsy like Kinger. Look.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
I can see it.
This is, yeah, of course you can see it because it alludes to it. I don't know. There's a lot in there. There's a lot to take in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust him, especially like the whole like opportunity or area that like it's pushing for them to get their trust. You
really think Kinger worked with him?
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
I can see it.
Acting clumsily.
Well, as production went on, the higher-ups at C&A started getting untrustworthy. They began forcibly hooking my fellow co-workers up to the computer in special stasis pods that would keep them alive and analyze their brains. Just awful stuff.
I'm gonna shoot you down and say none of us are CNA employees. How would we have gotten hooked up to this big machine just by putting on a headset?
That's what I wondered as well. But then I remembered that C&A was planning on expanding development. Last I remember, I was asking too many questions, and then poof, I was here. They're probably doing the same to anyone that stumbles into that office. Kane is an AI.
Yeah, I think we all got that.
An AI specifically created to keep your minds active. But he's just as much of a prisoner as you are. One that, won't be able to leave with us.
Just get to the meat and tell us exactly how.
This has to be Kane. This has to be Kane. Ain't no way. The dramaticism, the very, very, very over the top dramatic elements and stuff. Like, Kane's not going to be able to leave with us. Like, even though you wanted to have this conversation separate from Kane, it's very anime-esque.
That office. Kane is an AI.
Yeah, I think we all got that.
An AI specifically created to keep your minds active. But he's just as much of a prisoner as you are. One that...
But how much truth is there in this, though? I think that's the real question. Like, do you guys think that maybe Kane is trapped in a way in this world? I.e., maybe that's the whole reasoning why he wants to exert his control as much as possible. Maybe they, you know, King, or if you talk like an anime character, pretty much.
Won't be able to leave with us.
Just get to the meat and tell us exactly how we're gonna leave if we're all hooked up to stasis pods.
Yes, of course. So, I did some digging, and I discovered that the stasis pods and the virtual world are both run in the same program. So...
Is this the one construct connected to stasis pod? Connections to the inner waste system, industrial power grid, close CNA internet access. Status of reducted subjects, current lucid human subjects, current abstracted human subjects. Administrative access point, admin zones, door, hallway, permeable collision. Kane's attention must be divided. Administration pass, Kane's office key. Yeah, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The main entry, there's a bunch of mystery doors. Psychoactive compound. Oxygen risk, rich gas mixture. Bolted pressurized chamber. Nutrient vehicle or depressurized cardiovascular mechanism. Why does this seem like technology that is way more advanced than what we currently have? No. It was my Roomba. My Roomba finished up cleaning, so it's getting all of that sucked up, you know. This seems like technology that is way too science fiction-y in that regard. Yeah, I have a couple Roombas that go around the house and clean up. So yeah, it's my housekeeping, you know. So
and the virtual world are both run in the same.
It says current lucid human subject 7 though. Headset, a means of audio/visual stimulation for the virtual world. Mechanism used for neural digitalization. Now, do I believe that maybe this is a neural scans or digitalization, whatever it might be? Maybe, yeah. Disabling CNA internet will only trigger emergency release systems for lucid human subjects, but not necessarily for the abstracted ones. Dear Roomba has opinions on AI.
Program. So, theoretically, if we were to access the master console hidden deep within Kane's office, we could terminate it and forcibly awaken everyone who's hooked up. Well, obviously, except for Kane.
How do we get into Kane's office?
We'll need to steal the key from Kane, and we'll also need administrator privileges. I believe you're good at obtaining keys?
Okay, you know what's gonna happen when we do all this? Kane's gonna pop out and say, "Congratulations on beating the Escape the Circus adventure." And
honestly, I kind of agree with Jax here. Honestly, I kind of agree with Jax here. Like, this feels as though it's leading us into this adventure without us fully acknowledging that it's an adventure, you know?
everything's gonna go back to the way it always was.
But the thing is, like, if this is an aspect to give hope and then crush it, what will this do to a lot of these individuals? Kane may not fully realize the fact that he's pushing them, like both of them are pushing themselves off a cliff, essentially. Psyche-wise, they've already hit that area where, like, they're not comfortable in doing adventures. They're not comfortable with doing everything, right? And if it comes out to be that this is just an adventure, it's going to lead down a bad and horrible path where all of a sudden they are going to start like challenging Kane significantly more. Because right now, this is sort of what's happening, right? Both of them have been, like, both sides have been pushing each other further and say that there's a cliff, right? Kane unknowingly is pushing people this way with their adventures, right? And the team is pushing Kane this way with their dislike of the adventures. So unknowingly, the team is getting closer and closer to starting a rupture and repair, or just a rupture with Kane. Because ultimately, if they feel like they're here, this is fight or flight. This is a mental tug of war. This is fight or flight. Because you have multiple Fs, right? You have fight, flight. What else, chat? What do people do when they're backed up? When stuff is going off the walls, what else do they do? Freeze? What else? Flop? Fawn? Yup. Fornicate? People try and do anything and or everything. That's why you have fight, flight, freeze, flop, fawn, fornicate, right? You have all of the Fs. Aren't even allowed one of the Fs. Why do you think you have these Fs? I know, well, they can't fornicate in here, so this is out. But now you have fight, flight, fawn, freeze, flop. Filibuster. Fart, if you think about it, true. What do you think they'll do? We've already seen them. We've already seen people try to fawn. Does that work with Kane? Does that work with Kane? No. In fact, he would continue on pressuring with the adventures if they do that. Have we seen people just faint? Similar to freeze. No. I mean, that's not really going to help because by the time they wake up, they continue. If they freeze, wow, thank you for the no suggestions. We'll continue on with this. All right, what if they try and run? Guess what? Kane can probably bring them back in. So they only have one option. They only really have one option. If we go through with it, Kane is only leaving them with one option, and that's to fight. What is fawn? Fawn is like trying to appease individuals in order to get your needs met, right? It's what Ragatha does, essentially, right? Does that make sense, chat? At least for the team as to why they would react this way. For Kane, you have a good number of ways that you could interact with people. Your muscles are all slacking and you collapse. Yep. Like flopping. Yeah, filibuster's a good one.
I've been watching you. All of you. Every trial, every moment of joy, every abstraction. I wish I could have come to you sooner. Every abstraction. I wish I could have come to you sooner, but I didn't want to potentially ruin our only chance at escape.
Then why haven't you escaped on your own then? Or showcased it in some other way, shape, or form? Yeah.
I'm telling you before I knew exactly how we were gonna do it. I'm not a creation of Kane. I've suffered just as much as the rest of you. I know this all sounds crazy, but if you follow me, you will see freedom. I'll also draw a face on myself, so you can tell me apart from any other blank NPCs. So you can tell me apart from any other blank NPCs.
I love the fact that even in the dialogue itself, right, it's kind of affirming to me that this is probably Kane. In the dialogue itself, right, from any other blank NPCs, then give yourself a name. Its face if I know it. Yeah, because in the dialogue itself, it's really guiding you to come up with an answer for it, right? Not the other, exactly, from any other blank NPCs, not the other. Yeah. Small little dialogue choices mean a lot, you know?
Oh, what should we call you? Do you have a name?
I do. My name is Abel.
Oh, it's 100% Kane. You're talking about like. Yeah. That's so dramatic. C and A. Yeah. C and A, chat. C and A, chat. Yeah, biblically accurate. That's crazy. How conveniently named. Yeah.
Like, is that the name you picked? Or.
I thought it would be cool. But anyway, first things first. Yeah,
Like, is that the name you picked?
Chat, how did everyone get their names? A name is very powerful, you know, because it's a part of identity. Was Pomni's name randomized, really? Kane RNG. It's not going to be helpful. Jax gave Kingo her name, but we don't know the others. Zubal's is literally a toy box because of toy box pieces. Yeah. XXXDCCC. Doesn't look very random. But doesn't Pomni's name have meaning?
Or.
Yeah, I thought it would be cool. But anyway, first things first. We need to get that key. In order to get the key, you're going to need to isolate Kane. Try getting him alone. Someplace where he'll feel comfortable confiding in you.
Hey, Kane, you around?
Hey, Jax. I didn't
Oh,
know you
God.
would ask if I was around like that. Good job.
You want to get dinner together?
Gasp. A human wanting to hang out with
Oh.
me? How could I possibly turn down such an offer?
So, where you want to...
So,
Oh.
Jax, what you want to talk about, friendo? Wait, Jax! I wanted to ask you about the adventures. What do you think I should do to make them more appealing to the Zubal and the Pomni?
To the
We should
Zubal.
figure out what to order first. Conversation can happen after we've loaded up on digital nutrients.
Ooh. Oh. Oh. The Zubal and the Pomni.
Ask him about his hobbies. Odds are he'll get so excited that you care about him, he'll freeze up, and you'll be able to grab the key from inside his mouth.
Inside where?
What are your thoughts on cedar smoked salmon? I cedar smoked salmon, but I hardly know their smoked salmon.
Do you have any secret hobbies?
Secret hobbies?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
like things you do on your own that you'd be...
Oh my God, he's interested in me as a person. Maybe we can be friends, you know. Why do I see this going down this route, right? He looks
interested in talking about.
Why?
Yeah, also, how does he know where Kane keeps like
I didn't think a human would ever want to ask me about my... This is the most fantastical moment of my... What you doing there, Jax?
Have I ever told you how it's my dream to get eaten by you?
Well, some people. I mean, that's a smooth way to try and justify as to why your hand is in his mouth. You know, uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You chose a hell of a time to be able to come in here, right? That's not the best. No, it's not the best excuse, right? Not the best excuse in any way, shape, or form.
That's a weird thing to say and want.
Yeah, fully agreed. It is a little bit of a weird thing to say. Ooh, ooh. Here's the thing: is kinks develop for a number of ways, right? Because people are like immediately jumping through into, and you have to understand that for some individuals, like very weird. It's a genuinely very uncomfortable situation. Yeah, but here's the thing: like there's a thing called paraphilias, right? There's common paraphilias and uncommon paraphilias, right? It's a very weird thing to tell your date, yeah, your dinner date. But when it comes to this, how do you guys think that like people develop? Yeah, at least not on the first date. How do you guys think that people develop certain things that like certain kinks or certain areas that people might not like, right? Or people might see or whatnot. Well, he doesn't understand sex in the first place. Yeah. Oh, a number of things. So sexology will point to a lot of like, influences happening at earlier ages, i.e., something that need, want, attention. Some of it can be genetic, it depends, right? But most of it is formed at the earlier years. Yeah. Impactful moments, traumatic moments in childhood, doesn't necessarily all have to be trauma, but it can be impactful moments in childhood that often lead towards individuals creating their wants and dislikes. Might develop some weird attractions. Yeah. And it's essentially how you norm things as a child. Yep. 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 And it can come from phobias, from different elements like that. So those daddy mommy issues jokes have merit in some capacity. Some of them do. And that's why you have to be aware of what paraphilias are. That's why I always highlight this. Paraphilias in most capacities, right? See if I can bring this up. I brought this up last time here. I'm gonna bring it up big. This is the periodic table of kink, right? And it has the common paraphilias. I don't think it has vor in here because it's known as an uncommon paraphilia, right? And trust me, there's a lot of different types in there. Yeah. Typo. Yeah, there might be a typo in here. But it essentially goes into like the wide array of things that people like or dislike at the end of the day, right? There are tons. There are absolute tons. In fact, I think this one, scadiophilia, has actually been changed into fictophilia, because there is that element of individuals out there. Food play, mucus, you name it, right? It's all in there. And this is just the individual that created this periodic table of kink for individuals to be able to talk about certain things. But it seems as though nowadays, yeah, interesting chart. Yeah, nowadays people have just completely gotten this entire thing, and it's like, oh, you like this one specific element? Well, guess what? You're bad, right? There's no such thing as a bad, thing, right? Ultimately, consent and boundaries have to be discussed with your partners at any point in time. Please do. And please do. If it's not an enthusiastic consent, it is not consent. It is not appropriate consent. So just remember, and that the element of what you do, it makes a difference. Exactly. Anyway, I highlight this because there's too many individuals that I'm sure are going to jump through and be like, oh, exactly. Fetish, kinks, paraphilias are all different. Alrighty. Y'all ready? Paraphilias are different. Are different things. Absolutely. But in the grand scale of things, you need to be able to talk about all of them in any capacity to bring up why, individuals feel and or think a certain way, or why individuals, for example, there's been times where we've had couples come in for couples therapy, and like I'll showcase this. I'll showcase an example of this as to why people and why we're bringing this up in here as well is because you have to remember their base needs are not being met in any capacity. And we've seen Zubul talk about, you know, number one, hey, they just want to be able to go out and have sex, right? I've had adult couples be like, oh, well, you know, my partner, I don't feel comfortable in them having any form of toys or anything in that regard because, you know, ultimately it feels like cheating for them, right? Partner A says that partner B in that regard. And it's like, well, do you even know that there's toys for like your gender, your sex as well? Like, let's talk about this, right? And unfortunately, this sort of area or these conversations are taboo or misinformed throughout a lot of different ways, shapes, or forms. So individuals are not are not open to having discussions about what safe sex is, what it looks like, and how they can go out and get their needs met, and not just assuming that it's only there to you know, to be a competition or, you know, go against their partner or anything like that. There's also toys for couples. Yeah, 100%, Lena. 100%. Yeah, certain cultures forbid these discussions. Hence why whenever we look at this, we have to understand this at play and the characters at play in any capacity. Anyway, let's keep going.
Do you really believe it? I mean, everything he says?
I just want to know what Kinger thinks of all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
How much do you know about Kinger?
Huh? Oh, I probably know about as much as everybody else, but he's also helped me through some of my hardest times here.
Oh.
Is it weird to say I trust him the most out of everybody?
No, that's not weird at all. I had a similar experience, and I think he might...
Why is Pomni's colors red and blue, chat? Oh, and yellow. Reminds me of the glitch thing that was happening to Kane earlier. Yeah, Kinger's the best. Primary colors. Yeah. Ragatha too. Yeah.
I know more about this place than he lets on.
Yeah, he has been here longer than anyone else. And I don't know, I think it's kind of strange that Abel isn't interested in him at all.
Like I said, things between us are complicated. I would love to be able to work alongside him again, and you're right to think he has knowledge about this place. It's just, I made a promise.
No way. No way. And they're believing him? Like, just like that? Like, you're complicated enough to not want to say it right away in a sense of urgency.
What's going to happen to the people in the cellar? Like Kofmo and Ribbit.
Ribbit?
I don't know. But let's hope for the best, right? And here we are.
Ribbit? So now we got their name.
The Administrator Zone.
But like I was saying, this Macroverse place really intrigues me. And these photos are all I have of the location. I'm obsessed with them. I just wish I had more info on the location so I could accurately recreate it. Too bad they cut me off, right?
Why did that seem real? Hold on. Why did that actually seem real? They cut him off from having access to the Macroverse, right? Whoa, wait a minute. They cut me off, yeah, from having access into it. So then, yeah, the Macaroni verse. So he got abandoned, right? So more than likely, Kane only has this little realm to play with, right? If this is the Macroverse, right? Hold on. Too bad that they cut me off, right? So let's put it in this perspective, right? This is Kane, right? And this is the digital circus, right? That they have available to them in some capacity. And they were cut off from the entirety of the macroverse in this side, right? So they don't know. They're aware of this little bit that's like right here, but they don't fully know like everything that's happening in the real world, right? Because they're completely blocked off, and hence they want some sort of connection in between, right? It would be dangerous. At least it didn't cut off the electricity. No, but nonetheless, the little bits and pieces that they have there showcases it, right? Those are Kane's showcases that, like, maybe for Kane, a big push is to try and get to the real world. Ed, why you draw him's eyes? What the? I hope this makes sense. For me, this is highlighting that maybe there is some factual elements to it. Maybe there is some actual reality to it. Maybe there is some reality to it in some capacity, you know? And maybe like us as viewers just being, you know, underneath this, like, we're just observing everything in this regard. We're literally just observing on in from, like, you know, to see what's happening on both sides. Anyway. I just find it interesting, the fact that he says this. What do you mean you're scared? What do you mean he's scared? What? Chat, what I'm talking about is, like, we all have different perspectives, right? We're all coming through and ultimately observing, you know, observing sort of everything that's happening in this regard, right? The good, the bad, like everything. He's right behind you, isn't he?
On the location so I could accurately recreate it. Too bad they...
Oh. And this is, maybe this was at the very beginning, you know? Very backroomish. Very, very backroomish.
And these photos are all I have of the location. I'm obsessed with them. I just wish I had more info on the location so I could accurately recreate it. Too bad they cut me off, right?
Yeah, what a shame.
So, what's your takeaway from all this?
So they cut you off from accessing all the information because they knew that you were going maybe off the rails and you were being an actual threat, you know? Then it not being artificial. Yeah, he sounds pretty genuinely mad. Exactly. That's why I'm like, oh.
What's your takeaway from all this? Is it that I'm actually a cool guy with cool hobbies and not that much different from you beautiful humans?
Sure.
Wowee! I'm so glad we
Wowee.
understand each other a little more. I really am trying my best to make you guys happy, and
Oh.
being appreciated for that just makes me want to...
What if the... Why was Kane created in the first place? Why was Kane created in the first... Now it's making me wonder, right? Because a lot of individuals might immediately jump through to classify him as a narcissist, right? But then comes in the aspect of, like, how was he created in the first place, right? And specifically, let's talk a little bit about purpose, right? What is Kane's purpose? And chat goes silent. What direction or goal was he given as an AI to entertain the humans? If his goal has been to entertain the humans and he's failing to make adventures and he's failing, what does that do to you? What does that do to you? If your goal is to do something and you fail and you suck at it, what does that do to you? it slowly starts corroding you, right? It slowly, absolutely starts deteriorating you. But at the same time, if that's your main purpose, you keep going at it, even if it keeps getting worse and worse. This is terrifying. Because then comes in the aspect. Was Cain like this from the very beginning? Like the traits, everything that we're seeing right now? Or did something happen that changed him and made him the way that he is? Is he on the anti-personality spectrum or disorders, APD? In case you guys are wondering. The antisocial personality spectrum or disorder, depending on how you want to go ahead and do it, right? Was he born this way? Or did something happen along the way that like changed the way that he is? That's the main question. Was he born this way? And in case you guys are wondering, why am I asking this? Well, individuals, especially in the past, whenever we're looking at the older DSMs, they would be classified into two major things. If individuals are born this way, right, then they would often be classified in the social personality spectrum as, psychopathic individuals. If individuals, something happened along the way that made them react and trying, be a certain characteristic, trying to appease to others, trying to get the approval from others, right, while still doing things that, might not necessarily, by the way, not everyone that's on the APD spectrum is bad in any way, shape, or form. But it just showcases that at times, there's different elements, different ways of approval, even narcissism at play that comes through, and one of those being even an aspect of sociopathy, right? Sociopathic tendencies, and that's one of the key areas that comes through with it as well, right? Which is ultimately, does it come through in this regard, a bit of narcissism, a bit of that change? Did something major happen? Hold on. Did something major happen for Cain in any capacity to go from one to the other, right? Or if he did or didn't, right? Did something happen in Cain, for Cain, that maybe changed who they were, or what they, what their original purpose was, and maybe absolutely just derailed it. I don't know. Chat. I really don't know. Maybe the human abstracting was his. Well, yeah, my question is if we can get Cain, like sort of these concepts applicable to cold calculus or machine programming. Well, here's the thing: is if it's meant to entertain, and ultimately, if it's a learning model of artificial intelligence designed to mimic either neural scans or anything in any way, shape, or form, right? However that may be, if it's mimicking human behavior, then it's got to have a base of understanding in some capacity. And if it's changing, and if it's growing, and if it might have a goal or whatever that may be, it's got to follow some sort of pattern and or behavior. Hence, why Bubbles says, "Oh, I can always get you to say this phrase," right? Which means that, by the way, psychology is not just the study of the human mind, right? It's the study of the mind and behavior, not necessarily the study of the human mind, right? It's the study of the mind and behavior. So that's the main regard that I'm getting at, is when it comes to this, ultimately, what is the behavioral patterns that we're seeing in Cain, and how does he adjust to it in general? Anyway, shall we keep going?
Great by giving you guys anything you ask for. How's that sound?
Sounds good. This was a nice dinner and everything, but I'd go back to the circus. The gals and I were gonna do something which may or may not be a surprise for a special certain ringmaster we want to show our appreciation for.
Gasp! Say no more!
Oh.
How long is...
See, it looks like... Wow, it looks like it was just being set up, you know? Or maybe like when it was first being plugged in, it was just taking like, liminal space, yeah.
How long is Jack's gonna take? I feel like we've been standing here for hours.
Should we tell Kinger what's happening? I feel bad not including him in any of this.
We're supposed to follow Abel's instructions. It probably couldn't hurt to at least give him a warning, though, just to get him into the right headspace. Oh my god.
Oh, hi, Gangle. Hi, Zubul. You startled me.
So, we may have discovered something you'll want to hear about. It's
We found a way to leave the circus. We're currently preparing everything, but we need to keep it quiet so Kane doesn't stop us.
Yeah, what she said.
Huh? Leave the circus? How would you... No, that doesn't make sense.
We met up with Abel. He says he was one of the original programmers, and he knows how to shut off the game and free us.
Who?
Kinger. Billy's like, what? Who? He's like, scratch that. Say that again? Like, who are you talking about? Like, red flag. The red flag. Like, who? Like, yeah. Like, dude, Kinger, what do you know? Yeah, like, my God. Look at Kinger's reactions. He's so expressive. I like how Kinger, despite his issues, I've never forgotten someone's name. Wouldn't know the name wouldn't know the name Abel. Yeah, red flag
Kane
roll.
doesn't stop us.
Yeah, what she said.
Huh? Leave the circus? How would you... No, that doesn't make sense.
We met up with Abel. He says he was one of the original programmers, and he knows how to shut off the game and free us.
Who?
We'll continue this conversation later. Just thought I'd give you a heads up.
He seems genuinely worried. He seems so genuinely worried right now. Like, who are they talking about? Like, what are they talking? That's insane.
I am never doing anything for you guys ever again.
Where's Kane?
Worry not, my dear damsel. I think I stopped him from checking up on us for a while, so no need for your distraction anymore. You're welcome.
Yeah, he's starting to
made
think.
Us have to wait longer to do our job. Also, don't call me that.
What's the rush? You got someone waiting for you outside?
Don't you?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yikes. The critical low, like, blow without even going into it, you know? I'm starting to think. Exactly. That's such a crazy line.
We'll continue this conversation later. Just thought I'd give you a heads up.
We're going back, because I'm looking at it, and, like, look at it. Look at his whole expression here.
I am never doing anything for you guys ever again.
Where's Kane?
Worry not, my dear damsel. I think I stopped him from checking up on us for a while.
Damsel,
so no
yeah,
need
no.
for your distraction anymore. You're welcome.
In other words, you just made us have to wait longer to do our job. Also, don't call me that.
What's the rush? You got someone waiting for you outside?
Don't you?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, this reminds me of the PlayStation 2 starting screen. Yeah, that's just a PS2 intro. I'm not going to lie looking at that. But also, yeah, if you don't have people waiting for you, we're talking about a support network, one of the key critical areas for a lot of individuals who even feel empowered to do certain things, you know. Please read the disc. Yeah.
So, how many administrator passes should I get?
6. Yeah, 6.
Are you sure? Giving Kinger access to the main console could be dangerous, considering his mental state.
Will it be dark in there?
I suppose.
Giving Kinger access. What do you mean? Wait.
It will be.
I think I would trust Kinger more than anyone else with the
somewhat
access.
Then yes. I want us all to have one.
All right. If you say so.
The dark. I think I get it now.
Whatever happens, I'm going to put my trust in Kinger.
He's got a lot
Oh.
of wisdom buried in there, doesn't he?
Oh.
He does.
Yeah, when he uses it responsibly.
What?
It's nothing. Let's go find the others.
No way. No way. Don't tell me that he's going to try and put like so distrust for Kinger here. Like you can't trust him. Oh no. Like so little seeds of discord.
Don't keep information from us if you know something. What happened between you and Kinger?
It'll be clear soon enough.
Yeah, what?
So, did you distract Kane?
I took care of that.
He thinks he took care of that, but we really have no way of knowing.
Such little faith in me. Goodness.
Oh, I wonder why. If this whole thing gets messed up because of you, I swear to God.
Yeah, let's just all follow Mr. Obvious Twist Villain instead.
Now wait, hold on. You think...
Let's all just calm down and be a team here. Pomni's got administrator passes for everyone. We're all in this together.
Question, chat. If you're able to think can make butterflies and, you know, potentially an exit happen, couldn't you think in a way and get yourself an admin access? Or am I overshooting this because I'm over here thinking it's just easy to get here and like create this thing if you strongly believe in it, right? Nice reference. Probably. I think Pomni subconsciously doesn't believe Abel. She's asked for 6 passes, whereas Abel makes 7. Yeah. High School Musical. And they're all hands. And they're all hands, chat.
Why do they look like that?
Yeah.
Wait. Pardon me.
Huh?
Fuck. Fuck. Oh no.
Did you say something?
We're going to have to trust that whatever Jax did will keep him distracted. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold these without Kane knowing. So, it's time. Let's go to Kane's office. Kane always did have trouble with cube collisions, for some reason. All right, just how we went over it. You first.
Me? Why me?
Jax, everything's gonna be okay.
Fine. Ball me up.
Ball me up.
Oh, like basketball.
Oh, nice. The tube looks a little weird. It's much bigger on the inside. The sun and the moon and stars, yeah.
I want Kinger to go before me.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Now, Pomni, don't feel like I need to go before you just because I have the right of way in a 4-way uncontrolled intersection.
Just trust me. You wanna get some in the dark?
You can say that again.
Aww.
So, how are you getting up?
I'm not. But I trust all of you to make the right choice.
When we all get out, I'll buy you a beer.
Make the right choice.
What do you mean, make the right choice? What? That's an insane red flag. Make the right choice. Don't make the left choice. Make the right choice. But you say that twice. The first way it comes out is they'll make a good decision. The second time it comes out, it's making me wonder, like, why are you...
But I trust all of you to make the right choice.
Yes.
When
Yeah.
we all get out, I'll buy you a beer.
Make the right choice. Make the right choice.
What?
I was
Oh, is anyone else like? Did anyone else feel really weird about this? Because for me, it's like I'm watching this first time with y'all here, and it's like from the very beginning, he gave me odd vibes, and it's getting even weirder and weirder. Yeah.
getting kind of worried something was happening down there.
Time for me to serve my purpose, I guess.
What is this? Is that a view into the parking lot? Wait, that is a view into a parking lot, chat. Is that Spudsies? Oh, welcome on through. Adventures, yeah. Baseball. Yeah.
Abel said the door to the main console was behind the bookshelf.
Hey, you alright?
I'm great.
Oh, God. Way to hit on all these memories, like, you know, for people, right? In their past adventures.
I guess this is it. We're leaving the circus.
I'm great. Yeah, sure you are, dude. This is a trap. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Are we still gonna be friends when we're out there?
Why wouldn't we be?
It's just gonna be strange. I've only known you like this. Will it be the same when it's
Oh.
real?
It always was real. Everything we felt, everything we've done, everything we are. It'll never leave us. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Thank you for always being there when I need it.
Oh. Yeah, this is getting to be a lot too quickly, especially for Jax. Like, consider all of this, right? All of your previous friends, everything. Is this really the end? What is happening here? You were just about to abstract a couple hours ago. Oh. Red button and blue button. Wait, didn't we talk? Wait, hold on. Wait a fucking minute. Wait. Hold on.
This isn't fair.
There was the red and blue door there earlier as well. Oh, nobody voted for him. The blue one trying to escape here. The red one kind of just like right in between the teeth here. What is going on? What is going on? Because on this one it says the red button will close the console and keep all the players inside the circus. The blue button will end the game and disconnect all players. Oh, wait. Make the right choice.
Kinger, do you want to make the choice?
The choice of what?
Are you sure he's all the way here?
Hey, yeah, wait. Don't we all want to press leave? Why leave it up to him?
What if there's something we don't know? Maybe we should give it a little more time?
Oh, yeah. I love pressing buttons.
Oh,
you,
Kinger.
Want me to press one of those too?
I don't know.
Am I missing something? We all want to leave, right?
Pomni?
Yeah, we do. It's just, what if it's a trick or something?
Why would there be a trick console in Kane's office? Like, no matter what we press, Kane's gonna know we were here. We should push it.
Hold on. Let's just wait a second and go over everything we know, and maybe we can vote on it or something.
Yeah. Going real life here. Speed limit 20. Oh, Jax, no. Having to return to the everyday life and everything is real. Oh, God. What does that mean, chat? It's a sign that's reflecting, yeah. If he has to return to reality. What? Jax? What? Look at their dude, look at their faces. Look at their faces. Oh my God. It's one of those things where, like, yeah, it got the better of him. Oh, the choice has been made. Oh no. Oh no. Even Pomni's like, what? What? This is absolutely... I'd be on check. It was getting to be too much, right? No one took a decision. Ultimately, in this manner, it's like, is this even real to begin with? Like, Jax having to go back and deal with the consequences of real life, right? Jax is even surprised himself about it. Yeah, look at it. Even Jax is confused as to what's going on in there. Wow. Yeah. Wow. He wants to stay in a place with no consequences of his action. Does he? Or does he feel like if he goes out there, it's going to be a whole new world and he has no support system ready for it? Like, how does he even feel about this? That's the real question, is how is he even, like, loading up in this way? Jack's actions affecting everyone around them. Yeah! Yeah!
What did you just do?
Oh, God.
I...
And the light's going out at this. Oh, God. Oh, God. Leaving also means this was all real in the first place. Yeah, and that means that all of his actions, you know, did have a consequence, or did have some sort of, like, you know, did impact an individual in some capacity. Wow. Already, chat. I think ads are about to start up again, right? That means his cruelty would have had a real impact. 100%. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Kane, what the fuck? Kane, what the... God damn it, Kane! Ah!
Congratulations, my little cattywampus cucumbers! You picked the good ending, where you realize you'd rather stay with me than go back to that pesky old macroverse or whatever we decide to call it. I knew you'd make the right choice.
You mean this was all...
An adventure, yes, and one I've been cooking up for a good long while.
Oh, look at their eyes. Look at your eyes. Can we see the bad ending? Look at their eyes. Cooking up for a while makes you think that the initial exit was just a prototype. Oh, that pisses me off too. How do you think Kane would have reacted? I think he would have lost his shit. I'll be honest with you. I think he would have absolutely lost his cool and probably taken out on them until he got bored. And then realized, like, oh, well, I still have to care for you guys in some capacity, you know.
You mean this was all...
An adventure, yes, and one I've been cooking up for a good long while. Great job playing your part, Abel.
All in a good day's work. By the way, you think I could get a raise after that performance?
Oh, you're getting too smart. Time to delete.
And it was a hot dog. Oh,
true.
No.
The CNA stuff, the pods, the way out.
A fabrication of my incredible world-building skills.
And for him, he's feeling justified about this. My goodness, chat. Oh, Jax was right. Oh, Jax was right.
I was right? I can't believe I was right!
And he's losing. Yeah.
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Oh, I didn't put too much thought into that one because I knew you'd never pick it. So I left that up to Bubble.
I made it take you to Shrimp Town.
Yeah, it was gonna take you to Shrimp Town.
We know what happened to Shrimp. Yeah, I wonder if that's true. I wonder if that's true. We know what happened to the shrimp earlier in the episode. I do like shrimp. I want to go to Shrimp Town. Dude, he's breaking hard. Just think about that, right? Think about everything. Just, oh yeah, no, it's a justified crash out. It is a justified crash out.
Scumbag! You made me... You got in my head. You just lie about everything, don't you?
Huh?
You can mess with our minds too, can't you? The stupid sauce, the vegan thing, God knows what else.
Our names?
No, hold on, guys.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
I have the
whoa!
ability to add temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting, but that's it. If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
Then did you mess around with Kinger's brain? And everyone else that maybe have abstracted in the past? Hold on, how do you know?
Scratch. The first
Scratch?
Hey! I didn't
Wait, what? What?
Scratch. The first abstraction.
Hey! I didn't say anything like that! Come on, guys! You know I'm just here to have fun. Questioning's over. Your prize is this lovely gift basket of soaps and lotions. Stay fragrant, have a good fragrant night, bye!
In the light, Kinger put it together, chat. Hold on. So Kinger has been here long enough to see the first abstraction, right? And that means that like he's been messing with people's minds then for a while. Oh hell no. No, don't tell me that's where it ends. No! That's so good. That is such a good oh. Oh. Of course, Kane and Bubble still in this ending here. Ooh. And the truth shall set us free. The 3-month wait after this is gonna... Chat. Phenomenal episode. Honestly, it really did bring a lot of things into perspectives. Like the fact that they are able to go ahead and, I don't know, mess with their minds. That's insane. Like it kind of adds to what we were already thinking, what we were already like talking about, you know, that like, you know, Kane does have a lot more up his sleeve than he's willing to go ahead and let on. That he can hurt others. That like, you know, he can like ATIs, and he's hiding a lot more of that information there, you know. Many people would probably be mad. That's why I don't know. I look at Kane and it's making me wonder what else is he hiding, right? Did he like, because he seems to be like the type of individual, or they seem to be like the type of individual that just altogether would do anything to try and be right, anything to get their needs met, you know. I mean, Kane can alter their mind. What about just reading them? How could he do that? Exactly. Where does it stop? You know, where does Kane's ability stop and where does it start? There's a lot more into it. I'm so curious about it. Chat, unfortunately, I ran out of time as well. But next Sunday, at the beginning of stream, we will do Kane's Radzar and Cat's Q test together. And we will see how he scores. Yes, I wonder. Everyone, I appreciate each and every single one of you for being here. Please make sure to show some love and support over to the channel. Join the Discord. You know, I have a Ko-Fi, have all of that sort of stuff. It means the absolute world if you guys can share some love and support on over. Y'all are absolutely amazing. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. We're going to talk a little bit about Cain and Abel, you know, that story. We're going to talk a little bit more on that coming this Sunday. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Arigato gozaimasu. Please take care of yourselves, everyone. And I will see you all here this coming Sunday for episode 8. Episode 8, everyone. We're finally close to the ending here. Please don't copyright strike this, you random person that's not affiliated with Glitch. If you do, I will make sure I post it up so that everyone's aware of it. And if you guys don't get it on YouTube, just know it's probably because of that one individual that's going through trying to copyright strike the videos. With that being said, please take care of yourselves. Please seek out mental health in your area. I'm a psychologist, not your psychologist. So practice some self-care, and I'll see you guys next week. Be safe, y'all. Bye. Be safe. Have a good night. Bye.